So you feel exhausted, you feel lazy, you feel like every single result, you feel like all the results are gonna come to you with open arms and you're gonna receive them. You think that sleeping in your bed is gonna give you benefit. You think like, this is getting a bit too tough. This is getting a bit too hard for me. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Well, guess what? Every single thing you do in life, it is meant to be hard. Every single thing is meant to be hard. And this is the thing in life which is promised to all of us. This is the thing in life which is absolutely and guaranteeingly promised. And this is the thing in life which none of us will escape from. None of us. And let me tell you why. In the Bible, there's a verse in the Bible that says, the hand of the diligent will rule. The hand of the lazy will be put to forced labor. So no matter what you do, you're still gonna endure hard times. There's a saying which my mother always used to say to me when I was young. And it goes on the words of, if you suffer and work hard now, you will enjoy and you'll be set for the rest of your life. But if you will waste your time and have fun now, then you will suffer for the rest of your life. And this is the thing which all of us have in life. When you're born into this world, you're given an option, whether it's to have fun now or suffer now. But know that each thing will have a price. Every single thing and decision you do has a price. And this is the price you get. This is the reward, and this is the price you pay for being lazy now in your young years. This is the price you get. Forced labor for the rest of your life. There's a little story from my life, by the way, as well. When I was also in my young years, when I was doing fapping, smoking, when I was doing these two harmful things to my body. I knew these were harmful, but I did them anyway. When my parents always wanted me to do when some people always wanted me to do something. When sometimes my parents wanted me to do something, I would go like, yeah, I'll do it. And did not do it anymore. I wouldn't even take care of it. I won't even get my hands on that work. Whenever I promised sometimes my teachers to do the homework, I wouldn't do it. Now I want you to picture to be that parent or teacher. How would you feel? How would you feel when you gave your full trust on that person on something and he doesn't do it? That's same like as a surgeon. If a surgeon, imagine this, you're on your surgery bed. Your surgeon promises to come and fix your heart or aortas or whatever, your body. He doesn't arrive. How would you feel? How would you feel? The fact that you put your life or something else on somebody, but he didn't arrive. He didn't do it. You would feel devastated. You would feel devastated that this would have happened to you. So why are you being lazy? Why are you not keeping your word? And let me tell you this. There are 7 things God absolutely despises. One of those is a lying tongue. He absolutely despises liars. God absolutely despises lies. Why? It's a very good answer. Because remember, God, He is a divine creation. Remember, God is a God of truth. He is a God of truth, not of lies. And what is the opposite of truth? Lying. Everything that is the opposite of Him, He absolutely despises. And lying is one of those things. He absolutely despises a lying tongue. In Proverbs 6:12-13, it says, "Let me describe you of a worthless and wicked man. First, he is a constant liar. He signals his true intentions to his friends, with eyes and feet and fingers. And this is the Bible's description of a man who is lazy and doesn't keep his man. You are... Did you just heard my word? You are considered worthless. Worthless. You are called worthless if you're a liar and wicked. If you are a liar and a wicked man, you are worthless. And let me tell you another thing. In 1 Timothy 5-8, it says, anyone who does not provide for their relatives, especially for their own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Could you imagine that? Could you just imagine being worse than an unbeliever? I mean, yeah, being an unbeliever is bad because you don't put your faith in the person who created you. But at the end of the day, he takes care of his family. He works hard. He takes care of his family. He tries to make everybody else happy. And what benefit do you give? Because at least out of all the things, even an unbeliever outbeats you. Even an unbeliever does more greater things than you do. While you're sitting here as an unbeliever, munching on your Doritos, saying, oh, maybe if I wait a little bit longer, something will come. Let me tell you one thing. That perfect time you're waiting, it is never coming. That perfect moment you've always been waiting for, it's never coming in your life. You are waiting for nothing in your life. You're waiting upon nothing. It's just like sitting in a wasteland, and there's tons of warning signs written by the people that says, do not plant any seeds there, because nothing will grow there because nothing will grow there forever. Yet you took your seeds, plant something, and you're saying like, oh, maybe they were wrong. Maybe something will grow, and I'll show them. That's the same exact thing. The perfect moment will never come. The only thing that is equivalent to a perfect moment is now. Now is the perfect time to start. Not tomorrow. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not next month. But now. Today. Now is the time. Not next week. Not next day. Not next month. It is today. So if you clicked on this video and you want to change, then I have exactly the right things. So if you clicked on this video and if you want to change, then you come to the right place, because I have exactly the things you need to start putting change in your life. And the first thought, we're gonna start off with a verse which I used in a previous video, but it's just so important. The reason why I use the same verses in some of my videos is because it's a sign that they're very important to memorize. There's something that you can use them in your life. Besides the point, one of the verses which I used in the previous video, which also is really relevant to this video, it is Matthew 11:28. And there it says, "Come to me, all who are heavy laden and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, for as I am gentle and humble in heart." This verse is, as always, a certain reminder that if you went through hardship, if you feel burned out, if you just start to slack off and feel lazy, know that the Lord is always with you. He is always with you, and He is there to help you. Because remember, God will give you absolutely everything to you if you just ask Him. You need knowledge? Fine, ask, He will give it to you. You need strength? Just ask, He will give it to you, and an abundance of it. If you need something out of God, ask, and He will give it to you. Because in the Bible it even says, take your Give your things onto the Lord, who gives all things generously and without reproach. And if you have and here's another thing. If you have just started working on yourself and trying, like, working at a job, always remember this one thing. In Colossians 3:23, it says, whatever you do, work it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. By this verse, I don't mean that you should start to make a business and work independently and don't listen to your boss. No, I don't mean by that. What this verse reminds us is that instead of doing that, you should first find things which you absolutely love doing. Out of the bottom of your heart, you absolutely desire to do, which is the thing which is the purpose God has placed. That good feeling that you absolutely want to do it. You want to continue on doing it. What this verse reminds us is the fact that you shouldn't not be this person that goes like, I'm gonna make a business and live on independently and not listen to my bosses and not gonna work a 9 to 5. That's not exactly what I said. All right, there's countless amounts of people in the world who work at a 9 to 5 yet are really good Christians. What this verse reminds you is that whatever you do, you should do it to the fullness of your heart. It's the things that you absolutely love doing and you just don't want to stop. For me, for example, it's to sit down and have some time talking to you. Genuinely. Give you some advice from my life and my experience on how you can become better. And if you work in a 9 to 5 job, this verse does not say that you should disobey your master. It's the exact opposite thing. Instead, what you should do is, instead of putting your boss as a priority, you should take the Lord as a priority. Sure, if you want to work at a pizzeria, work at a pizzeria. The only thing you need to do is to do every single thing for the Lord. Every single thing. Because, for example, me, I record this video for the Lord. I go to school for the Lord. I do all of these things all for Him. And that's what you should be doing. This is a Christian's life. Putting everything you have and giving it onto the Lord. And now I know you might be asking as a new Christian, like, but what kind of benefit does this give me? Why should I surrender all my things to Him? It's a very good question. Like, why should I surrender all my things to Him? And the good answer to this is that whenever you surrender everything to the Lord, whenever you surrender anything to the Lord, He will give it to you. He will give it to you 10 times better than what you already have. 10 times better than what you already have. Anything you do, He will make it better. It's exactly like asking somebody for $1 and He gives you 10 in return. That's what happens when you surrender your tasks and everything to the Lord. So yeah, I hope you guys at least learned something from this video. Comment down below if you need any advice, alright? Because any comment will be appreciated, and if you need some biblical advice, I will gladly give it to you. And please, I beg you to stop being lazy, alright? God absolutely despises laziness. It is even considered as a sin. It is one of the 7 deadly sins, so please stop. But besides the point, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I see you guys tomorrow. Jesus loves you.